This might be the most tragic reincarnation story of all. He was supposed to live a life of luxury and privilege, but when his magic was tested, it turned out to be extremely low. His king father couldn't accept that reality, so he abandoned him in the forest, leaving him to be torn apart by wild beasts. Not long before that, Jim had just been an ordinary high school student who was constantly bullied by his classmates. Then one day, he was suddenly transported to another world. A goddess offered him a chance to start over and choose a new life. Without hesitation, Jim chose to be born into the wealthiest family imaginable. The goddess didn't lie, he truly was born into unimaginable riches. What Jim didn't know was that this world judged everything by magical power, and worse still, he had been born into a rigid, class-driven royal family. With a magic level of only 2, the fact that he wasn't executed on the spot was already a miracle. What no one realized was that the goddess had actually assigned him a magic level of 1002. However, in this world, magic values were capped at 2 digits, so his power was displayed incorrectly. By the time the truth could have been uncovered, it was already too late for the king to take back what he had done. To avoid being eaten alive in the forest, Jim instinctively activated a protective barrier around himself. At that moment, a magic wolf suddenly appeared. Jim created countless floating blocks to drive it back, then even manipulated nearby trees to launch an attack. Faced with such a scene, the wolf almost thought it was dreaming. As a monster herself, Jenny could clearly see the overwhelming magic radiating from Jim's body. She even began to suspect that he was the reincarnation of a demon king. Jim didn't deny it, but having gone without food since birth, he soon collapsed from exhaustion. Jenny didn't take advantage of the situation to eat him. Instead, she immediately acknowledged him as her master and declared that she was prepared to follow him no matter what. Just then, a man approached them. Jenny watched him cautiously, but it turned out the man had come to take Jim away. He had even prepared breast milk in advance. In the next moment, he smashed the cradle to pieces. To keep the royal family from discovering the truth, Hans staged Jim's death. 9 years passed in the blink of an eye. As Jim grew older, he thought every day about leaving. Yet as time went on, his bond with this family grew deeper, and he found himself hesitating year after year. Eventually, he used his abilities to create a robotic duplicate, planning to leave it behind in his place. Unfortunately, it was still only a half-finished prototype, so he continued looking for ways to make it more realistic. One day, Hans decided it was time to teach Jim swordsmanship. Jim immediately wanted to run away, but in the end, he reluctantly agreed. What Hans never expected was that Jim would destroy the wooden sword with a single strike, even leaving a massive crater in the ground. After that, Jim effortlessly dodged Hans's attacks. In Hans's experience, only someone with at least level 30 strength could pull that off, yet Jim, with a displayed magic level of just 2, had done it with ease.